Wow. Thank you, everyone, so much for that warm good morning applause. We love that. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome back to our Unity of Tampa stage, Mr. Chris Myers on the trumpet, everyone. That's right. It's awesome to have Chris back. I teased you guys with Chris's presence a few weeks back, and now he's back for real. So it's my pleasure to introduce him again. And we have another guest on stage this morning. On the bass, Michael Anzac, for the folks at home who couldn't hear Nancy.
It's my oldest friend, first grade.
That's right. So it's an extra star-studded morning here at Unity of Tampa.
There's a green button. I should be on. There we go. Thank you, Duncan. This is fabulous. I know, right? So talking about being back, we also have Elliot back from having a well-deserved time over to the West Coast.
Yes.
Of the U.S., not the West Coast of Florida.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. So welcome back to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret.
What a group. Oh, my gosh. I love the jazz in the morning. Many of you have heard me stand up here before and share that I grew up with a father that had a passion for jazz. And so every Sunday morning, I'm all about that jazz. So thank you. It really resonates for me. So I just came up, asked Nancy if I could hold the mic for just a few minutes. Wow, we've come so far. And wanted to re-announce that on the Monday after our regular board meetings that we have on a monthly basis, the board represents the congregation. And so what we want to do is on the Monday evenings at 7 o'clock, we air through Zoom a board meeting, or not a board meeting, I'm sorry, a congregational meeting. We go through an agenda that give you the highlights of the activities that are going on, and we give you an opportunity to give us some feedback. I know you get the announcements here, you get the newsletters, but it gives you an opportunity to be more engaged, ask some questions, and make sure that you have the opportunity to be a part of our overall growth. Last week we talked about callings and how what resonates with you. I also come from that background of time, time, treasure, talent, that's it. That's all that typing, right? So I ask of you, no one has to be, no one's got to be perfect, but there are going to be opportunities where you can help give. We are a mission-centric spiritual center. Please remember that. And so from that, it only is going to be successful and will continue to grow with your contributions in whatever capacity you can bring to our group. We have Nancy, we got a BOGO here. We got Nancy and Jeffrey. And they work tirelessly. They donate time, they donate a lot of money too. So they're all in on with us. And Nancy, if you're not aware, she's actually going through a new ordination, another layer that's pretty aggressive and time intensive in order to become an official Unity minister. And that's not a little deal. So Nancy, thank you. Your spiritual leadership is bringing us to a whole new level that so many of us had held in our hearts and hoped for. So thank you so much. It's been less than a year, and man, you can walk into this sanctuary and feel the love. So thank you. So I just want to wrap that up. I just want to remind you, it just started last month, but please, if you have the opportunity, join us on Mondays at 7 o'clock, and it should be advertised.
Send out another message tomorrow.
Through the MailChimp. If you're not registered through MailChimp and get the newsletters, you may miss it. But it is a closed meeting. It's not to everybody. So, it's not out to the world. So you do need to be on MailChimp in order to receive the invite. So thank you.
How about a gratitude for Margaret and the board for all that they're doing? Margaret's the president of our board, and for those of you who may not know, the board spends an awful lot of time. Every other week we're meeting right now. They've graced us with additional meetings at our request because we really need to keep up with each other, and there's a lot happening, and once a month is not enough. So I just want to say thank you to all our board members. And just to clarify, yes, I'm already ordained, in case anybody I just want to say I'm ordained as an interfaith minister, and I have a doctorate in ministry as well. But unity requires, if you are the main leader in a unity church, that you also have a unity ordination. I spent a year in unity seminary before I went to interfaith seminary. But unity doesn't count any of that until after I get approved to be here. So it's sort of like, and just so you know, this week I had 800 questions to answer in 2 hours. So, proctored, by the way, being watched. So, I did everything like blow my nose and irritate them, but, I was not, sorry, I'm just being facetious now. Okay, I actually have a few things too, so I just want to say, check your Sunday bulletin, please. If you have any questions about what we're doing, please check the bulletin. Also, if you're not receiving our email newsletter, please let us know because you really should sign up. That's how we communicate. And also on our community page on Facebook. And I have a couple of things I want to say to our Facebook audience. Okay, I want to say hi to Linda in Colorado, Lisa and Billy who watch in Mexico, and Tracy and Russ Carter who just had gotten married and were visiting us, have now moved to Jacksonville, but Tracy and I keep in touch, and they watch us still. And I have a very special guest to introduce. So Elridge, right? Elridge is known as El Diggity online. I've never met him in person. So for those of you who see El Diggity, he is here. Yes? In person. But I write him every week. I put a little note back to him, and I'm meeting him for the first time. He's like my rock star over here. And he brought his father, Bill, so be sure and say hello to them. And Norma, do you want to come up? Norma had an announcement she wanted to make, so I'm going to let her do that real quick. Okay, no problem.
Good morning. You guys have done such a great job with the snacks for the kids at the children's home, children's board. Well, the care team, Nancy, Linda, and Kathy and myself got this bright idea to provide backpacks for the kids who come into the center. So I checked with the people at the center, and they were very anxious about this. They got excited, and they're going to have some kind of backpack fair. So anyway, I have found 12 backpacks. Our goal is to get 20 backpacks filled with supplies for the kids by the end of July. Okay? So over in the fellowship hall are 12 backpacks. We need whatever you feel would be good for the kids, like what you need: paper, pencils, pens, erasers. I thought about the little hand sanitizers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe some masks, whatever you think a kid might need to take back to school. So once again, I'm asking for your support to help fill these backpacks for the kids. You guys are awesome. They think that we're the greatest thing since sliced bread over at the children's home. So we would like to keep that going. Thank you so much.
And if you have money, it's okay.
Oh,
Norma
yeah,
said she'll
money.
buy.
Yeah.
She said she's happy to take the money to buy supplies.
Pardon me? Oh, I think they go up to like 12 or 14 years.
Okay, so you need like first grade to,
To middle school, maybe. The backpacks I bought aren't that fancy, so I'm sure anybody who is in middle school and above would not approve of them.
You know, the other thing, Norma, the other thing they always need are those folders, those colored folders, and those are only like $1.10 or so a piece.
Oh, that's right, Emma. You
Yeah,
the expert.
Emma.
Right, right.
Great idea, Margaret.
Folders, notebooks, pencils.
Paper?
I don't, no, regular pencils. Not loose leaf paper, really. Notebooks. The big hand sanitizers are good. The little ones are coveted by the other children. So they
Oh,
might not.
right.
We want the big ones for the whole class.
Harder to steal.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, erasers are good too.
Okay.
so will the kids under 12 wear masks this fall? I don't know, I haven't keeping up with all
I don't think so.
because they keep them vaccinated, so.
No, I know, but I don't know if they will. I really don't think they are.
Oh, wow. Well, just to be on the safe side, if you want to throw in a mask or two, that's great. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so thank you guys again.
Thank you,
I
Norma.
really
How about
appreciate
thanks
it.
to you? Oh, you can give it to Emma. Okay, next Sunday, if you started with us, I know we're running a few minutes late. I promise to pick up the pace. But these are important things to share. Next Sunday, if you started to help us with the mats for the homeless, join us in the sanctuary on the 25th, next Sunday. Just stay in here. We're going to show you how to make them. Well, I'm not, but people who are better at that than me will be showing you how to make them, and we'll give you some bags to take with you. But these are plastic mats that don't get wet and allow the homeless to still sleep on the ground as if needed. All right, Course in Miracles. First of all, meditation Wednesday night. Thanks to Dr. Dave, it's really growing, and I'm so happy people find it useful. And also, Course in Miracles is growing, and we've decided Gilda wants to keep it ongoing every Thursday night. If you want to just join once, you can. If you want to keep coming, you can. All right? And I think that covers just about everything. Snack Angels. I wanted to say thank you to Ziamara and Peter and Kathy for today, and to Linda, Jeffrey Beach, Michael Williams, Jerry Rode, and Karen, of course, and David for last week, any help and or food, and always to Michelle and Ken for their ongoing and continuous help. And just as a quick note, Michelle has also donated time to become a chaplain. So how about that? And tomorrow night at the meeting, I'll be giving an update. Look, I have all this to share. See, all this. These are all the activities of our volunteers who have been working diligently outside, and all the things we're up to. So join us tomorrow. All right, Elliot, I'm going to say our affirmation and daily word, and I'm handing it over to you, okay? All right, let's join. Birthday Sunday. Thank you, Jeffrey. Do we have birthdays this week? Who's pointing? Linda, who are you pointing to? No, Ron. No, Janice is the 28th, right, Janice? Is that right? Hey, when I know, I know. What I don't know, I really don't know. All right, let's join together in saying our affirmation. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And we'll be talking about one power and one presence today. Daily word today, realize. I realize the power of spiritual truth. I have had many aha moments throughout my life when something that had befuddled me for years suddenly became clear. It may have been something I tried to learn in school, a skill I practiced and tried to master as I grew, or even an idea that challenged my understanding of the world around me. Whenever I realized something new, I could feel my world expanding, opening up before me in fresh and exciting ways, making me eager to discover even more. On my spiritual journey, I feel a similar excitement as I realize I have so much more than a spark of divinity within me. I am fully divine, just as I am fully human. I feel newly alive in this realization and so very grateful for it. And from Genesis 28, then Jacob woke from his sleep and said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." All right, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Elliot and our lovely, amazing band.
And I'm going to ask you guys to stand and sing this one with us. We've had a couple weeks practicing it so far. Let's see how we do this morning. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's to be, if it's to be, oh, if it's to be, it's up to me. Yeah. If I seek the truth, let me speak the truth. If I'm lost in doubt, let me believe. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I'm tired and stressed, let me stop and rest. If I'm feeling hurt, let me forgive. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, oh, if it's to be, it's up to me, yeah. If I dream of peace, let me be the peace. When I start from love, I am love. I know I can be the change I want to see. And if it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, it's up to me, yeah. You know it's up to me. You know it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning. Okay, so today we are talking about how everything begins with a thought, and we're talking about the power of order. What power do my thoughts have in creating order in my life? So I'm going to read the prayer, the opening prayer for the kids and you guys right now. As we rest in the quiet of our inner sanctuary, we know that it only takes a thought to set us on the road to tranquility. As we begin, slowly breathe in and out, we feel our bodies relaxing. We hold thoughts of peace and tranquility and feel ourselves begin to sink into the arms of spirit. Our thoughts are powerful, and they lead us in powerful ways. As we rest in this time of peace, we allow Spirit to direct our thoughts to new, higher ways of being. It all begins with a thought. What thoughts will we hold today? Amen. So we're going to talk more about that, and we're going to read the story of the prodigal son and what types of thoughts he was holding and what types of thoughts brought him back. So now we are ready to go after we've been sitting for a while.
I am walking in the light.
Thank you. Sorry we're late today.
I am walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
So Emma is doing such a great job with the kids and building our program. It's growing, and the concepts are growing. So if you have kids or know people with kids, you should definitely invite them. And if you're an adult who wants to be a kid, you might want to join her. All right, our two stories today are very awesome. They're both from Bobby Lopez, so thank you, Bobby, and thanks to Kathy Johnson for getting them all set up for me. So the first one is about a teen in England. This is a special needs child, selfless teen from Staffordshire, England. He's carried out at least one random act of kindness every single day since the start of the pandemic. He's 18-year-old Sebi Hall. He has learning difficulties, and he began his kindness marathon after he wanted to gift his own iPad to a friend so they could Zoom in early 2020. Sebi has walked neighbors' pets, watered gardens, posted mail for isolated locals, washed cars, baked cakes for nurses, handed out PPE personal protection equipment, collected unwanted Halloween pumpkins, turned them into soup and pies for the needy, collected warm coats for the homeless, handed out lottery tickets he purchased with his own money, gave 100 roses to 100 women to make them smile, and helped at food banks during the pandemic. His acts of kindness have raised $39,000 in donations, which, by the way, has now done the following things. It paid for 300 families with disabilities to get updated computers, funded a disability rugby team, created 3 IT suites for kids, bought communication kits for kids at 4 specialized schools, and set up a disability arts hub. The teen who was told that he would never walk or talk has defied those expectations and his own nervousness about speaking to strangers. His mom said it's hard for any young person to go up to random strangers and speak to them, and even harder for him because he finds it really hard to find the right words for himself. But he somehow found his inner strength of being kind. Sebi said, "Kindness is my superpower, and I'm not stopping. I want to raise more money and make more people happy." Wow, right? You know, I cried when I read that story the first time because it's such a reminder that we're only limited by our thoughts, right? So the second story, Huntsville, Alabama. This Alabama teen, it's a really cute story and really meaningful as well. He's 19 years old. His name is Kieran Moise. He had a 19-inch afro that he had spent his life growing and nurturing. And at 17, he was ready to enroll in the United States Air Force Academy. And that, of course, required a haircut. So he decided to make this a public event and turn it into charity, benefiting 2 causes that really were important to him. One was St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital and Michigan-based Children with Hair Loss, a nonprofit that provides human hair wigs free of charge to kids and young adults suffering from medically related hair loss. He said, I've been growing my hair out for many years with the goal of donating it to charity. Now that it's time to shave it, I'd like to raise $1,000 per inch for St. Jude's Hospital. So one of his good friends in middle school died from cancer. He knew St. Jude's had really helped the family, and he said, this is just one way I feel I can give back. It'll also help make some really good wigs for kids. Please donate, he said, and help me reach my goal. So during this recent event in Huntsville, Alabama, this kid raised $40,000 for cancer research and for the wigs. And he said it's an impressive sum, but more than anything, he said he hopes his shaving grace will encourage others to find ways to offer help and hope to those in need. Isn't that great? You got to have a sense of humor, right? God had a sense of humor too. Still does, by the way. All right, time for meditation, and we'll get ourselves prepared for today's message.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Let's sing it one more time together, the whole thing. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Oh, surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
It's impossible not to notice all the love and grace that exists here. And I invite you now just to take deep breaths. Calm your mind, quiet your thoughts, and just give this next few minutes to being at peace and allowing the words that I share to brush over your heart, taking in what is meant for you today. I am powerful. I am radiant. I am wise. I am resourceful. These are the statements that empower my life and remind me that I was made in the image and likeness of God. I am meant to shine my light on the world, and I am empowered when I do. The power to change my life comes from within me, not outside of me. No one is responsible for my thoughts or my actions except me. And the only way to change my life is to observe myself and pay close attention to the words and to the thoughts I hold each day. No one beside me can change the status of my health or the status of my happiness. And all that is required of me is to listen to what I say about those aspects of my life. The universe is always listening because I am connected to one mind, one power, one presence. It's a mind we all share, a universal consciousness. And any negative thoughts I put into that consciousness only add negativity to the consciousness of the universal picture. When I am and the concept of I am exists in my consciousness, I am able to express my highest potential and radiate the brilliance that helps others to do the same. My good will bring good. My good reflects good. My happiness reflects happiness and will bring happiness. I am free to live a life filled with all of the good that awaits me if I just am willing to remember who I am. Let's take that in for a moment. Through faith in who I am and who I am capable of being, I empower my life. The light of God shines brightly on my life, and with my mind and my heart centered in peace, I allow myself now, as I open my eyes, to experience and retain that peace as I open to what is mine to learn today. So I want to begin today by asking, how many of us started statements this week with the two words, I am? Come on, nobody said I am today beside a few of us during this week. I am everything, right? I am going to the store, I am this, I am that. Okay, so positive statements of I am are things like I am happy, I am blessed, I am grateful, I'm feeling great today, I'm having a great day. But how many times did we use the term I am in a negative connotation? I am frustrated, I'm tired, I'm not feeling well, I'm over this day, I'm over this person. Yes, we all know, we all say it. Most of us might actually admit to being a bit uncomfortable when we try to say I am statements that force us to acknowledge the good in us. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am radiant. I am worthy. I am wealthy. I am smart. Most of us say those things like this. We'll say, I am frustrated, but we'll say, I'm beautiful. I'm wealthy. I'm happy. Right? So why is it that we're so uncomfortable with saying positive things about ourselves? Because somewhere along the line we think it's conceited or arrogant or inappropriate to talk nicely about ourselves. But maybe if we understood the terms I am, those two words, we wouldn't be so uncomfortable. If we knew we were referencing God, maybe we would see this just a little differently. So the truth is that when you use the term I am, you are indeed, we all are, representing God. Just the same way Jesus did in the book of John when Jesus said, I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about God. But these were character statements about God, descriptive statements about God. Now, those of us who learned more from the New Testament than we did the Old Testament, we think all of this came from the New Testament. But the truth is, the first time the term I am was ever spoken was when God sent Moses to tell the Pharaoh to release the people, the Israelites from Egypt. And when God said that, he said, I'm sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. And Moses turned around and said to God, but who am I that I should go to the Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? And God replied, I will be with you. This is what you must say. And he told them, tell them, I am sent me to you. I am sent me to you. So I am is a declaration of power. It is a representation of God. And it is a chance for us to change our life by monitoring those things that we say. We might come to church or on our own time or whatever, sing and recite great thoughts about God, right? We sing these wonderful songs and we say the words and we pray, and sometimes we only pray reciting the same prayers we know. But the truth is, everything you do that is a reflection needs to be something that helps you get to know God better. God being energy, God being a universal power, not God the man behind the curtain. There is no Oz, okay? God isn't someone who's jerking the chain on our lives. God is an energy we are all gifted with. We're all born with it, but we choose not to acknowledge it. Now, Sir John Templeton and Rebecca Dunlap, in their book, they share a story in the book, Why Are We Created, that sort of helps us ponder what we really know about God. So I'm going to share this story with you. It's about a young man named John. He inherits this fertile and productive farm that in the back of the farm has this beautiful apple orchard. And the orchard was known for having the most beautiful, tastiest, juiciest apples that you could find. People traveled from all around the area to come collect the apples because there was always an abundant supply. So over time, John develops this special connection with the orchard. And he remembered following his father around the orchard as a kid and caring for all these trees. Well, when he was 10, his dad gave him a seed in a pot. And that seed grew into this beautiful tree that he planted. And he got to watch it as a child, billowing with all these blossoms, beautiful. And then he learned a lot about them, like how the water is sucked through the trunk to be able to nurture those blossoms that grow, and how the bees gather all the nectar to make honey, and how the trees can survive sub-zero weather. But one day, while he was sitting under the tree, John suddenly realizes that he knew everything about this tree, but this tree knew nothing about its creator, it being him. That he had planted and nurtured it. And he said to himself that he realized that must be the same way it is for all of us in terms of God. That energy we think knows us, but what do we actually know beside what we recite? Oh, God, please help me. Oh, God, take this pain away. Oh, God, make my neighbor move. Right? I know, none of you ever said that. You're all perfect creations. But each of us is like an apple tree. Beautiful creations, overflowing with radiance, able to draw on every abundant resource we need. We're vital, we're productive, we're filled with radiance and grace, and we have purpose. But that's what God is for all of us, a source, an abundant supply. So at any time we can be refueled and refilled and draw on that energy if we would just start declaring what we are capable of. You cannot say, I am tired all the time and expect not to be tired. You cannot say, I'm irritated all the time and expect to be happy. We have to start watching what we say because we are putting it into the consciousness of a mind we share with the rest of us. And I know I don't want your stuff up here. I'm sure you don't want mine when I'm not in the right frame of mind. But if we're going to use the phrase, I am, we have to say it beyond a reasonable doubt that knowing we were created in the image of God. Statements that imply anything less than being empowered by one power and one presence indicate that we forgot where we came from. We're all part of that consciousness. We all have to take ownership for what we put out in the universe. We're co-creators, not being created for. And the universe will only reflect what we put out there. If we affirm lack every day, you may expect to continue with lack. If you affirm health, you can expect health. If you affirm good, you will see more good. If you look for good, you will see more good. If you think everybody's out to get you, they are. Imagine our lives with I am statements that reflect only the best beliefs for us. Imagine that life. Co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore, was totally against Unity becoming a religion. Did you know that? So he was totally against it because he was worried it would get boxed like other religions and that we would forget that it's about spiritual law. And he shared this awesome story in his writings and some very good points. I just want to share them with you. He said it's possible for man to take I am power and apply it in external ways and forget spiritual truth. He said in our day, meaning back in the 1860s, we're proclaiming that man can use I am power to restore health, bring financial prosperity, and increase happiness. In fact, it can, through righteous, lawful use, have everything. We can have everything we desire. He said, but some people use the power for material ways only, neglecting soul culture. And he said, building up the external without taking that step between where you're growing your soul, not just your mind. And he said, when that happens, it doesn't manifest in the outer world in the same way. And he said we have to remember the soul must grow the same way the body does. So if you're not growing your soul, but you're only growing your body and your wealth, where will you land? He shared this story that I thought was absolutely perfect reminder. He said, I know a man who was overtaken with physical disability, loss of eyesight, some 7 years ago. He turned to the spiritual law for help. I saw him not long after, and his physical condition was unchanged. But there was a great change in his soul. He had found the light, and he was filled with inward rejoicing. He had become blind so that he could see. But his family thought all his dependence upon truth had been nothing but a failure. During these 7 years, he managed his business, and it had prospered, and his family had benefited from what he earned. He was, for a time, rebellious and disappointed because his eyes were not healed. But now he's glad because through prayer and thought, he was forced to accept that he would look within and find his inner light. And he goes on to say that the bottom line is that if we find ourselves being disappointed because we didn't experience what we thought we should have experienced, even because we meditated and prayed about it, he said we need to remember that our soul is working through its growth to lead us to our highest good. And then he said this, and this will stick with me, I swear, the rest of as long as I remember. It's easier to seek the truth willingly and be watchful and obedient than it is to be forced by some severe experience in our lives. Hard experiences are not necessary if we continue to be obedient to the truth that saves us from them. Such a great reminder that we don't have to learn everything the hard way. Right? A little late for some of us, but I'll just say, where was he when I might have needed to hear that 20 years ago? Every day, time, he said, should be spent in prayer and meditation because the soul cannot grow without it. And no man who neglects them will ever develop their spiritual powers. Let's look at our takeaways for today. Embracing the power and presence of I am requires the following from us. Number one, take accountability for your life. focus on the good you can manifest in your life. Number 2, remember God is within you, not outside of you. Speak as one self, one power, one presence. Number 3, create a list of powerful I am statements. Create that list for yourself and refer to it and empower yourself by claiming them. But I also want to encourage you to be conscious of the thoughts and visions you're holding. So check that list and see how often you're actually using it and how often your I am statements are to the contrary. And number 4, be conscious of the thoughts and visions you hold. Our thoughts become our beliefs, and our beliefs become our reality. Our affirmation for today, let's say it together. I am a divine expression of God. Now say it like you mean it. I am a divine expression of God. Our quote today came from Shakti Gwain. There is no separation between us and God. We are divine expressions of the creative principle. There can be no real lack or scarcity. There is nothing we have to try to achieve or attract because we contain the potential for everything within us. Let's take that in. So we pause now for a moment to acknowledge all the gifts we were born with. The abundant supply and supplier that is always available through our consciousness. The ability to change our circumstances in a fleeting moment. Change our hearts from hardened to open. Change our relationships, change our happiness, change anything we are not pleased with, knowing that we were not born to suffer. We were meant to experience life the same way we experience Sunday mornings. Every day should be a Sunday morning. Amen. If you have a prayer need, please put your prayers in the prayer box out there or write us online. We are awesome prayer chaplains. We have great people who pray all the time. And this week alone, I received 2 messages from people whose lives improved through our prayers. And one of them is holding on to a pregnancy. She is hoping to make full term, and she said she made it through the first mark and knows that we're all praying for her. And with that, I'm going to introduce Michael's song. This is Michael, you wrote this, right?
I did.
I Can't Wait. And no, really, that's the name of it. I Can't Wait. And
It was taken from one of your sermons a few weeks ago.
oh, I'm so excited. I heard it earlier. It's amazing. And thank you for sharing your talents with us.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick of waiting. Can we drop our troubles for just a few minutes? Can we celebrate our spirit? Yes. All right. I know we have some dancers here. Margaret, Gail, Bronwyn, Jen, Norma. Come on, we need you for this one, all right? All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't wait. Can't wait till I feel whole. I can't wait to be happy. Coming down from my soul. I got the power of God within me. I got the power of God is love. Got the power of God within me. Coming down from above. Coming down from above. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. No, I can't wait. Can't wait. can't wait to be happy coming out from my soul. Oh, I got the power of God within me, and the power of God is love. I got the power of God within me, coming down from above. With my faith, I can move mountains. With my faith, I calm the seas. With my faith, a drought's mountain, and a storm is just a breeze. And the storm is just a breeze. One more time. The storm is just a breeze. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. All right.
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
Woo.
Thanks for all the help.
All right. And I do want to thank Michael again for that song, for sharing that song
Yes.
with us. I want to thank Michael on the bass this morning for joining us. And I'll tell you, music is a really beautiful thing. Michael and I had met once, a year or two ago? It's been a little while since he's been here, and I don't think you did any playing. You played on like one song, I think, at the end of the service last time. But basically, he just showed up for the rehearsal an hour beforehand, and Michael had kind of given him some music ahead of time, and he just showed up prepared to play. So how about that? Isn't that
Yeah.
cool? Doing a great job, man. We appreciate you.
And I don't want to forget Alvon.
Oh, this guy. Oh, this guy back here. That's right.
Look, it's a shame we don't have music here to just cheer us up. But someday, we're very blessed. All right, you can sit back down if you'd like for 1 minute. Take a load off your feet. I just want to say, Duncan, I didn't acknowledge you yet today. Thank you for all that you do.
George
And
Martin up there.
Yes. Duncan's up there, and Jeffrey's up with Duncan. We're realizing we need an extra hand up there sometimes to keep our online streaming effective. And I want to thank David for handling our T-shirts and helping us with so many other things. And Michael, our famous Michael, our greeter, who keeps everybody happy. And I would just like to take a moment for us to join together. We thank you, as Margaret said, we thank you for your contributions. We thank you for all the ways you support us. And let's say our prosperity prayer together, please. I have faith in God as my instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. I have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. I have faith in God to guide me in all my ways, and my health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good now flowing forth to meet my every need. Amen to that. And are you doing In the Land of I Am?
I don't know. What do you think? Should
I
we
say
end
we
on
could.
time?
I think we should end on time. What do you think? Well, how about this? Let's do the In the Land of I Am, and we'll end with that instead of our peace song today.
Okay, that sounds good.
We can actually break outside our comfort
Hey,
zone.
what do you know? And if you guys stick around for after this song, we're going to play with Chris one more time. We're going to do a little reprise of
Oh,
Summertime.
nice.
So if you guys want to hear that, you
And
can stick
special
around.
thanks to all to these guys for being a part of today. Chris, you and Michael, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. The songs of all my great-grandmothers, the dreams of all my great-grandfathers, the strength to rise above the pain, and all live, oh live, oh live in me. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am, hey, more than I am. The smiles of all the unborn children, the dreams of a better day to come, the hope of heaven and earth, all live, all live, all live in me. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced. Been lied to, the lies can't be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You're always at home in the land. There's more than enough in the land. You're always at home, always at home, always at home. Always at home. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, then I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Thank you.
And you're right, that was the right song. So let's say our prayer of protection, and we'll join together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is great. Amen to that. Sorry, we're a few minutes late. Don't forget to go to Fellowship Hall. And if you have a truck, and I'm not talking to Dr. Dave. If you have a truck, a good friend of mine has donated a big wooden table and 4 chairs that we're going to put in the kitchen. It's free if we can go get it. So we need someone who would be willing to go pick it up and bring it to our kitchen. Let me know if you know someone who can help, okay? And tune in tomorrow night. I have some very important announcements. about upcoming events. That's all I'm saying.
1, 2, 3.
Don't you think? And we can start here. I said the same thing to Jeff. Did he tell you that? You just said that? I said, why don't we meet in here? Yep. Great idea. Yeah. Yep. All right, sir. Yep, last week, redone. That's what.
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of myself and the group, and I hope we pass the audition.